Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. A post-market wrap up. This market ain't happy. I believe sincerely the price action that we witnessed today, pretty much across the board, um, tells us, I think, what we already know. Fear is gripping this market. Fear of yet another scamdemic, plandemic, con job of the highest order. And the market's not liking it, but I'm here to tell everyone, I'm going to let you all in on a big secret here. Get long, stay long here. Okay. This is not an outlying event. They're telling us what they're going to do again before they do it. The market is pricing this in. It looks like after today's sell off, the Dow fell over 600 points, pretty much a pan sell off. Stocks getting hit, sell off in the debt market. Who's selling all the debt? Well, we already know it's China. And obviously, there's a lot more to this. Without the Fed getting in here and buying, and I mean buying, this thing is going down, but the Fed's going to buy. As a matter of fact, what they're setting up right now, this is how I see this playing out. Are you ready? Let me outline this for you real quick. What we know is the Federal Reserve, colluding with our policymakers, is looking for every avenue imaginable. Things you can't think about, dream about, or have a nightmare over. Sound familiar? I've been telling you this forever. To allow the Fed to inflate more. Nothing could come close to, again, another shutdown of the global economy, which, of course, would allow central banks to just go absolutely, completely insane, parabolic, with printing cash out of thin air, buying it all, which is what they want to do. Okay. So I see this playing out as some kind of emergency Fed meeting once this gets going, because they're just laying the groundwork right now. Mitch knows what I'm talking about. We're going to talk more about this in a second here. So you got the mainstream media a few weeks ago. You remember they were planting the little seeds for this. Now, and we talked about it. We right here on this blog. And now they're really letting it out. Again, mainstream media, every freaking channel, same scripts, same everything, same wording. Okay. And we're hearing of well, we'll talk about that in just a moment. Anyway, so if this turns out to be another scam, con job on a massive scale, I sincerely believe the market's going higher, much higher. Currency devaluation, more debt buying, more asset purchases, just like last time. You have no idea how many people went berserk on me when I said get long convid. Can't say it. Because I believed that what they would do is exactly what they did do. Buy it all, print out of thin air, funding for everything, So the setup is very, very similar. So the market's not getting that right now. Giro, thanks. But that's where it's going to go. But fear is gripping the market. You got a knee jerk into the dollar, the Dixie or the relative strength above 105, sell off in the debt market here, pan sell off with everything else, gold and silver under pressure, especially silver, crypto's under pressure. Okay, pretty much what you would expect to see in a fear trade. Let's see where this goes. Now, MMRI, 292.1. Are we going to see 300? Are we going back into a red zone? In other words, we've been looking. I didn't draw the line on this one, but we're watching this. Are we going to bounce higher here? Or are we going lower? This would be nice for the market. But I don't. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I still think the Fed's going to get in. And again, I would expect with a full blown planned scamdemic yet again. Oh, well, this will drop. This will drop here, of course. And then that's all the market wants to see. Of course, you and me, we already know that. So let's talk about this real quick. This is the headline from Barron's today. Moderna and Pfizer in talks with U.S. government to make a bird flu vaccine. What do they have, a hotline right to the president? I bet they do. So let me just read this to you. So Moderna and Pfizer are in talks with the federal government over a potential avian flu vaccine program. The head of the U.S. Government's I didn't see this. The head of the U.S. government's Pandemic Response Administration, didn't even know that existed, said Wednesday. Did you know we have a U.S. government Pandemic Response Administration? Wow, that's scary. This disclosure came amid a run-up in shares for the vaccine makers. Moderna spiked, climbing 13.7%. Anyway, it goes on to say, and this is the kicker here, Jeffrey. Thank you. This is the kicker. Where is this part here? Amid swelling concerns over avian influenza outbreak in the U.S., millions of vaccines could be made ready for public distribution within a few months. We're being played, man. We're being played. We're being freaking played. Let's talk about being played. So we get this headline here from Market Watch. This is today. The economy speeds up in May. Completely false. The Standard & Poor's, you mean the same company that was covering up all the subprime mortgages and they were rating everything AAA? Do you trust Standard & Poor's? I know Jesus doesn't over here because I don't. Thank you, buddy. So Standard & Poor's, business optimistic. Well, let me go on to tell you that business spending, business investment, which is a leading indicator probably of the highest order, okay? If businesses are spending on themselves to grow, that's a very good sign that, well, the economy is going to grow too. Well, or they're anticipating that the economy is going to grow. But business investment is in free fall. It's in free fall. So this economy speeding up is a complete falsehood, and mass layoffs still continue. Here's a piece of propaganda for you. And just to follow that up, same day that we get this, the economy is speeding up, we find out this. New home sales dip as builders feel the toll of a higher mortgage rate. People are done. We've turned into a nation of renters, a slave nation. You can't own anything. You're going to eat dirt and bugs, and you're going to be happy about it while you're taking off your face diaper to feed yourself. You can't make this stuff up if you tried, people. Anyway, it's out of control. So anyway, look, as I said earlier, let me just look. A lot of you today writing to me, Greg, should we sell? Greg, should we sell? Get out of the market. Get out of the market. My answer is no. I wrote back to a couple of you today, even in my free newsletter. Charles, how are you? Thank you. The answer is no, because again, if we can gauge anything from the past shutdown, the scamdemic that they put on all of us here, what did the market do? Just what I said it would do. It would go higher. Again, the the stuff that I have to deal with sometimes is really too much. Greg, you don't know what you're talking about. The market's going to crash. They're shutting down the economy. Really? Wait a minute. You mean there's a connection between the stock market and the economy? How about no, there isn't. Not at all anymore. It's about easy money. You will know that nothing matters anymore, and more easy money is going to be pumped in. I'm telling you, they're gonna spring upon us an emergency Fed meeting. Oh, that's it. We're going to do this, that, and the other thing, and the market's going to go freaking parabolic. And all that means is more price action distortions across the spectrum of asset classes. This is not a black swan. They're announcing what they're going to do. Let's see if it changes. But they always do this. If you listen close enough, if you raise your awareness, like I always tell you, raise your awareness, they tell you what they're going to do before they do it. It's almost like they have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to laugh at us, or they want to see what we're going to do. You see, you and me, we know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to fight back. All right. We are not going to comply here. Forget about it. It ain't happening. But there's already going to be some people out here. You mark my words. And I want to hear from you. You're going to start to see people wearing the face diapers. You're going to start to see that again. The more the media is pushing this thing and telling you how evil, deadly it is, and it's going to kill you, and it's going to wipe you out if you're immunosuppressed, or if you're whatever it might be, if you're young, if you're old, or whatever they can come up with, okay? You're going to see more people right in their cars by themselves. You remember that last time? It was amazing. Driving in your car, you're looking at people alone in their own cars, windows up, wearing the diaper. Yeah, those are the sheep. Can't make it up. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, anyway, people, that's what they're doing, man. They're driving with the mask on. They're gonna keep doing. Yeah, they're trying that. Yeah, I hate that too. I hate that too. So anyway, people, that's the story. Let's see where this plays out tomorrow, moving into next week. Let's see what the mainstream media does. Are they going to push this agenda? If they start telling us about more cases propping up, I'm telling you, be ready for what they're about to throw at us again, and be ready for an emergency Fed meeting or an emergency meeting of central banks who have a solution. They have a solution. Here's a problem. The problem is we're going to shut down the economy. We're going to shut it all down. You're going to be locked up in your house, forced to wear a face diaper and everything else you can think about. But we have a solution for you people. You know what we're going to do? Don't worry about it. We're going to buy it all because that's what they want to do. This would help them finish what they started right here and right now. It really, right? Do you think there's any coincidences? I don't believe in this stuff, right? Coming up on the presidential selection here. Anyway, we get it, people. We know what's going on. And I think, honestly, if this market falls like it did today, Dow took a pretty big hit, and we see this fear trade continue for my lines out here, if it looks like they're really going to spring another scam pandemic on us, buy the market. Get long here. Get long here. I'm going to tell you what I said last time, and I was right last time. I'm going to be right again this time too. It is not time to sell. Okay, it's time to buy. When there's blood in the water, and when people are fearful, that's when you buy. You understand? That's the key. It's a key to this market. All right, and I got all of your backs. You know that. So we're going to stay on top of this. There's just no doubt about it. Anyway, so anyway, let me ask you this real quick. Do you find it? Is this a coincidence too that millions of vaccines could be made ready for public distribution within a few months? It's almost like they knew it. It's almost like they knew it. Oh, because maybe they did. Yeah, exactly. They were telling us before from a while back. Oh, anyway, that's it, guys and girls. We got this down again. We're so much smarter than they are. We are so much smarter than they are. It's just frankly ridiculous. Now, I'm going to tell you something important in just a moment. But before I do, is there anything you guys and girls want to cover before we get out of here? Let me see. What are we buying? We're buying the same here. Okay. We want dividend paying stocks and/or companies, exchange traded funds. I have a large position in JEPI. I'm buying more JEPQ. You're betting against the debt, becoming a real central bank, hoarding gold, especially silver, gaining exposure to commodities. That's what we're doing. We're not changing anything. And that's the beauty of the strategy that you and I have been implementing for freaking years, because we don't need to change. It's just we stick with our plan. We don't deviate. Understand? Period. That's what we're doing. Exactly. Copper too. Making alliances with people. Okay. Getting together with I was already outside today talking to some of my neighbors about this, and they're all on the same page. They're not stupid. The people that are in my neighborhood, believe me, they see what's going on. They're like, oh, you see what they're doing? They're getting ready again. They're getting ready. People are not that dumb, but there's going to be a large group of people that are that dumb. I mean, those that have already submitted to the system, they're on their knees. Mitch knows what I'm talking about. They want us on our knees. You know that. They are going to do everything in their power to take down the economy, take down the people with it, and force whatever they want upon us to get us on our knees and beg for a solution. And that's what the Fed's going to offer us again. We have a solution to the scamdemic pandemic. They're going to take this video down too. My last one is still up. I can't believe it. Save these videos and share them before they get the opportunity to take these videos down, because I'm surprised that my last video from this morning is still up. This one too, same kind of thing. You want to buy Big Pharma? That's up to you. I'm just answering a question here. Look, you do what you want with that thing too. Okay. Of course, for a while there's going to be. They're already starting to spike, but I'm not buying them. But that's just me. Bank of America stock, I'd be looking to short it before I'd be looking to buy it. I could tell you right now, I think Bank of America is the one Wall Street bank that they were going to allow to fail. People, this thing is so multifaceted, okay? You got banks, again, with their balance sheets exploding with bad debt. People can't pay their loans back, okay? This is a big problem, and they're not letting anyone know about it. It's just sitting there in the background. You and I have been well aware of this before anybody else. We started talking about it. It's not getting any attention on the mainstream media, but it should be a no-brainer. Looking at what's going on here, no deposits, no loans, no deals from a long time ago. That situation has not changed. In fact, it's gotten much worse. People withdrawing their funds, tapping into their savings for which they've wiped them out just to try to make ends meet. Now they're borrowing from their credit cards. We're going to see defaults skyrocket across the board. And then the smaller institutions, as I told you, are going to fall like dominoes. And then as that occurs, the large banks are going to step in and buy their assets for pennies on the dollar, because the larger banks, they're in a lot of trouble. They're in the same amount of trouble, but they're out. They have an out, like in poker, they have an out. Their out is they are going to buy assets for pennies on the dollar from the smaller institutions. They're going to let them fall. You understand? I think we're on the same page, all of us here. Totally. So we know how the chips are falling, and we're watching it happen here. So let's see what they actually do with this here. They're already preparing millions of vaccines. Millions of these things are being prepared right now. And they think it has your name on it, but I don't think it does. I don't think your name, it ain't my name on that. My name isn't on that. There's no way on this earth, off this earth, or anywhere else, any place that one of whatever's in there is getting in me. It ain't happening. No way. All right, just ain't happening, man. Ain't happening. All right, people, look. So here's my announcement. All right, as of late, you guys and girls have seen me. Look, this stuff gets to me. It really, really does. And a lot of you have suggested that I take a little time off here. And I'll be honest with you, I think I need a little bit of time. I never do this. Okay. I am going to take a couple of days off here just to clear my head. If something absolutely major happens, I will come back here. But this is going to be, please let people know, because I'm going to get, what's going on, Greg? What's going on, Greg? This is going to be my last video right now until Wednesday morning. Okay? I need a break. I need a little time off here. There's just no doubt about it. You saw how I freaked out the other day? All right. Well, it's just playing with my mind over here. All right. So with that said, people, I'm going to let you go, but we're going to play this as if it's Friday. You know what I'm going to do? You know what we're going to do, right? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable people. We got each other. We can't lose, in my opinion. We're too smart. We know what's going on. We see where the chips are falling. We know what they want to do. And it seems to me like right now would be ripe for yet another shutdown, another scamdemic, another plandemic, and everything else connected to it, because it would allow the central banks to inflate on a massive scale. Emergency meeting, emergency rate cut. See what I'm saying? That we have a solution for you. Don't worry. We're going to buy it all, because that's what they want to do. And the market's going up. That's where it's going. All right, people. So that's pretty much it. So again, today, right now, last video. You're not going to see me tomorrow. I'm not doing a markets or look ahead. You'll see me on Wednesday morning. Okay, people? Until we meet again, what am I going to tell you? Take care of yourselves and take care of each other, all right? We got this. Love you a lot.